we want to make sure that the player has the opportunity to actually press the button. So that takes care of that. And then here, disable input, player controller. I like to do this. I find it cleaner when you have the nodes like this instead of wires everywhere and stuff like that. That's just personal preference. You can do it either way. Okay, now let's see. Come up here, press U, door opens. Leave, door close. Door opens. Door is not opening until we press U. Nothing happens. Press U, it opens, it closes, does all the things. And see, the great thing is, we could set it up to where you have to be in front of like a little console here. You press it, door opens, and once you hit a box on the other side, which we can go ahead and set up actually. In fact, let's set up a very simple test for this. I'm going to make a BSP. Let's say we want this BSP to be hollow. So we go inside, there's nothing inside, but there will be. Blueprint, actor, single door. Scene. You guys didn't know you were going to be learning all about doors today, did you? Except physics-based doors. I don't know how to do those yet. That'll be very interesting. Okay. You know, I'm going to use... Nah, let's not use that. That's not a good... It's not a good door. Let's use an actual door. Screw it. Okay. There's our door. It's a lovely door, you might say. Let's put that right here. Yeah, typically with things like this, what I would do is I would create an interface for using and have all the functionality within that interface. And then what you do is you could assign the key for using an object, like let's say E in your player character is use object. So you go around, and once you get into a space that has a interactable door, you press E, and all you're doing is calling to whatever that object is and going, can I use you? Oh, look, I can use you. Run that functionality. That is kind of the way I would typically set it up. I'm probably not going to do that here today because unfortunately I do have to run a bit of a short stream today. Until my internet gets fixed, it's kind of like pretty bad. And if I run for too long, then it gets kind of wonky, and my roommates don't get to do their stuff. So, and it would be really rude of me to not not have them doing anything either. So, yeah, well, I'll just put a door frame around it, whatever. Hey, look, we have a door frame that makes it to where you don't see all the holes. Sweet. Anyways, so that's our door. Then we're going to make let's put box collision. right here. So you have to be like right up on the door to use it. This is going to be called open door. Then we're going to have another one. Do this one as close the door. And you'll notice I'm making this one just a slight bit larger. There is a reason for that. So you look in here, a little bit larger, out here, not quite so large. Okay. Go ahead and make our variables that we're going to need. Is open, rename, door location, make that a vector, rename, modifier, boom. Actually, I suppose I don't even need this Boolean value anymore. I don't think. I'll find out in a minute. Okay. Going to need, not that. Nope, I need specifically this one. Then this one is going to be specifically on component end overlap. Okay. Gate. Move that down. Enable input. Okay. Cast to first person character. Control C, Control V. And I realized I did something wrong with my other one as well. Going to use U again. Sequence. Then timeline. Use last keyframe 1. I want the door to open pretty fast. Add key. Add key. Okay. 1 1 0 0. Compile. Lerp to a vector. Door location plus modifier, set relative location, oops, just because I feel more comfortable doing it this way. Relative location, Okay, and the last thing we need is to go ahead and set door loc to get relative location. Okay. So now we want to make sure that we have this set to, let's say, -100. So now if we walk up to it, we got our nice little lovely room. Why square monitor? Because I am poor. That is exactly why. Hit this, it opens. Apparently I cannot walk in for reasons. Not exactly sure why. Is the player too tall or something? Or let's stretch that out just a bit so we can actually walk in here. Yeah, I just I don't have enough money right now to switch out my monitors. I plan on getting a 1080 or 1920 by 1080p once I can afford it, but for now this is just kind of what I've got. Work with what you have, you know. So yeah, but now, well, except for the fact that there's no collision, if I hit this here. Actually, Minimi, we're not making a specific game. I help out with mechanics and stuff like that, show people how to do blueprints, how to do various things in blueprints, mostly. Sometimes do Blender stuff. We do have a couple of little projects that I've been working on, but it's nothing like a full game or anything like that. Here, I'll give the little introductory spiel. I'm one of the engine support techs over at Epic Games, and my role specifically on the support team is blueprints, landscapes, foliage, BSPs, behavior trees, and some UMG. That's kind of all the areas that I work in. So I started this stream just to be able to help out other developers who might be struggling with blueprints or have questions about specific things. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will try to get to them as quickly as possible. But yeah, it's pretty much, this is all for you guys. Okay, that's interesting. Collision. Collision. Add box simplified collision. That is no problem, Minimi. Just if you have anything, whatever. I know the stream runs about, I think they said 15 to 30 seconds behind what I'm actually doing. So, yeah, that's to be expected. Let's make sure this actually worked. There we go. No collision now. So we run up, hit you, door opens, walk in, door closes. Now we're stuck. You could use this for like if you've ever played Unreal Tournament, the gas chamber traps and stuff like that. Also, if you want to section off areas of the level, what you can do is you do something like this, and then, oh, look, you can't go back, so you have to go forward if you're trying to kind of railroad the player a little bit, storyline-wise or whatnot. That's a good way to do it. If you want to change how the behavior on this side acts as opposed to the behavior on this side, this is a good way to do it, because then you've got two different box components, and it's like, okay, you walk in here and it only closes it closes, you walk into this one and you hit enter, and then you can walk into this one and it closes, and the door swings different ways if you want to do all of that. All kinds of cool stuff. Nice little fun doer. Unfortunately, rotating on a pivot has been a trouble spot of mine.